There comes a time in life when you look in the mirror and ask yourself, am I truly happy with where I am? Am I living the life I once dreamed of, or have I settled for less? And if the answer makes you uncomfortable, that's good, because discomfort is the first step toward change. We all want a better life, a successful career, a healthy body, stronger relationships, and peace of mind. But what are we willing to do for it? You cannot wish for change and keep living the same way. It's easy to blame circumstances, our past, or the people around us. But the hard truth is, our daily habits shape our reality. If we want different results, we must start making different choices. Ask yourself, how do I start my day? Do I wake up with gratitude and purpose, or do I hit the snooze button and scroll through my phone? What do I feed my mind? Do I consume negativity, or do I nourish it with learning and inspiration? How do I treat my body? Do I prioritize my health, or do I take it for granted? These small choices, they matter, they add up. But change is not easy. It is painful. It is waking up earlier than your excuses. It is showing up even when no one is watching. It is pushing through the days when motivation is nowhere to be found. The question is, are you ready? Are you ready to break free from the habits that are holding you back? Are you ready to step into the person you were meant to be? Because no one else can do it for you. This is your life, your responsibility, your story. And today is the day you start rewriting it. Are you ready? Your daily habits are the foundation of your future. The choices you make, the actions you take, and the routines you follow all add up to create the life you are living. Whether you realize it or not, your destiny is being shaped by the things you do repeatedly. It's not the big, life-changing moments that define your success or failure. It's the small, consistent actions that shape your journey. Think about a drop of water hitting a rock. One drop does nothing, but over time, with persistence, it carves through the stone. Your habits work the same way. Every single day, your choices are either moving you closer to your goals or pulling you further away. If you want a different future, you must start by changing what you do daily. You cannot expect success while repeating the same unproductive patterns. If you wake up late, procrastinate, and surround yourself with negativity, your future will reflect those choices. But if you wake up early, take action, and feed your mind with positivity, you will create a future that is filled with growth and achievement. One of the most common mistakes people make is underestimating the power of small changes. They believe that transformation requires massive shifts, overnight success, or drastic measures. The truth is, the smallest adjustments to your daily routine can have the biggest impact over time. If you start reading for 10 minutes every day, imagine how much knowledge you will gain in a year. If you exercise for just 30 minutes daily, think about how much stronger and healthier you will become. If you dedicate even an hour to a new skill, a year from now you could be an expert. The problem is that most people don't have patience. They want immediate results. When they don't see change happening fast enough, they give up. They quit before their efforts have had a chance to bear fruit. But growth is not immediate. It is gradual. A tree does not grow tall in one night, and neither will you. The key is consistency. If you keep showing up, keep putting in the effort, and keep making the right choices, your future will start to take shape in ways you never imagined. Your habits are also a reflection of your mindset. The way you think affects the way you act. If you believe that you are capable of change, you will take steps to make it happen. But if you think that you are stuck, that your circumstances define you, or that success is reserved for others, you will stay exactly where you are. The mind is powerful, and what you tell yourself every day becomes your reality. If you constantly say, I'm not good enough, I can't do this, or I will never succeed, your actions will align with those beliefs. But if you tell yourself, I am capable, I can improve, and I will succeed, your habits will start to reflect that mindset. This is why it is so important to be intentional with your habits. Many people go through life on autopilot, repeating the same patterns without even thinking. They wake up, go through the motions, and wonder why their lives never change. But when you become aware of your daily habits, you take control of your future. You start making conscious choices that align with your goals. You begin to break free from routines that no longer serve you and replace them with habits that will push you forward. Success is not a matter of luck. It is a matter of discipline. The most successful people in the world did not get there by accident. They created habits that set them up for success. They developed routines that prioritized their growth. They made sacrifices, stayed committed, and refused to give up. If you study the lives of high achievers, you will find that they all have structured daily habits that support their success. They wake up early, read, exercise, set goals, and take action. They do not waste time on distractions or negativity. They focus on what truly matters. If you want to change your future, start by evaluating your current habits. Ask yourself, are my daily actions helping me grow, or are they holding me back? Am I making choices that align with my goals, or am I stuck in a cycle of bad habits? Be honest with yourself. If you spend hours scrolling through social media, watching television, or engaging in negative self-talk, those habits will not lead you to success. But if you replace them with productive activities, reading, exercising, learning, working towards your dreams, you will begin to see a transformation. One of the biggest barriers to change is comfort. People resist new habits because they are comfortable with their current routines, even if those routines are keeping them stuck. Change is uncomfortable, but so is staying in the same place while knowing you are capable of more. Growth requires stepping out of your comfort zone, pushing through resistance, and embracing challenges. It means waking up earlier, working harder, and doing things that may feel difficult at first. But the more you practice these new habits, the easier they become. What once felt hard will become second nature. The key is to start small. You don't need to overhaul your entire life overnight. Begin with one habit at a time. If you want to wake up earlier, start by setting your alarm just 10 minutes earlier each day. If you want to read more, start with 5 minutes a day. If you want to eat healthier, make one small change to your diet. These small steps may not seem like much at first, but over time they will create massive results. It is also important to surround yourself with the right environment. The people you spend time with, the content you consume, and the atmosphere you create all influence your habits. If you are surrounded by negativity, laziness, and distractions, it will be harder to stay on track. But if you build an environment that supports your growth, by surrounding yourself with motivated people, reading inspiring books, and eliminating distractions, you will find it easier to maintain positive habits. At the end of the day, your future is in your hands. No one else can change your habits for you. No one else can put in the work. You have to make the decision to take control of your daily actions. It won't be easy, but it will be worth it. Your habits are the building blocks of your success. The question is, are you willing to do what it takes to create the future you deserve? Excuses are the invisible chains that keep people stuck in the same place, preventing them from reaching their full potential. Every time a person makes an excuse, they reinforce a mindset of limitation, convincing themselves that change is impossible or that circumstances are beyond their control. Excuses create comfort, allowing people to justify inaction and avoid the discomfort that comes with growth. However, the truth is that as long as a person continues to make excuses, they will remain exactly where they are, watching others move forward while they stay behind. People often tell themselves that they will start tomorrow, that they don't have enough time, or that they are waiting for the perfect opportunity. They blame their circumstances, their past, or even the people around them for their lack of progress. While these justifications may feel valid in the moment, they are simply a way to avoid taking responsibility for their choices. The more someone repeats these excuses, the more they start to believe them, creating a self-imposed barrier that stops them from growing. One of the biggest dangers of making excuses is that it gives a false sense of relief. It allows a person to feel temporarily justified in their lack of action. But over time, that relief turns into regret. The opportunities they ignored, the goals they never pursued, and the dreams they let slip away all become reminders of what could have been. They start to see others achieving success, not because those people had fewer struggles, but because they refuse to let excuses control them. That realization can be painful, but it is also a powerful lesson. Excuses do not protect people, they imprison them. Taking responsibility is the first step toward breaking free from the cycle of excuses. This means acknowledging that no matter what challenges exist, there is always a way forward. It means shifting from a mindset of blame to one of accountability. Instead of saying, "I don't have time," a person must ask, "How can I make time?" Instead of saying, "I don't have the right resources," they must ask, "What can I do with what I have?" Growth begins the moment a person stops waiting for perfect conditions and starts making progress with what is available. The reality is that everyone faces obstacles. Some people have to work harder than others, some have more responsibilities, and some have been dealt a more difficult hand in life. But history is full of stories of individuals who overcame immense struggles and still succeeded. Not because their path was easy, but because they refused to let excuses define them. They understood that their challenges did not make success impossible. They simply made it more rewarding. Fear is often the root cause of excuses. People fear failure, rejection, and the unknown. They worry about what others will think, whether they will be good enough, or if they will struggle along the way. But growth cannot happen without stepping into the unknown. The comfort zone may feel safe, but it is also where dreams go to die. A person who allows fear to dictate their actions will never know what they are truly capable of. The only way to overcome this fear is by taking action despite it. Confidence is built through doing, not waiting. Another common excuse is the belief that it is too late to start. People convince themselves that they have missed their chance, that they are too old, or that they have wasted too much time. But time will pass anyway, whether they take action or not. A year from now, they can either be in the same place with the same regrets, or they can be proud of the progress they have made. The choice is always theirs. Excuses also thrive in an environment of negativity. When people surround themselves with others who make excuses, complain, or discourage ambition, it becomes easier to adopt the same mindset. But those who seek out positive influences, mentors, successful individuals, and motivated peers begin to see what is possible. They realize that growth is not about waiting for the right moment, but about creating it. Breaking free from excuses requires honesty. It means looking in the mirror and admitting when an excuse is just an easy way out. It means recognizing that personal growth is not about external circumstances, but about internal decisions. It is not about what happens to a person, but how they respond to it. Excuses may provide temporary comfort, but they never lead to progress. Growth begins the moment a person stops making excuses and starts taking control of their choices. Discomfort is often seen as something to be avoided, but in reality, it is the key to transformation. Growth never happens in a place of comfort, because comfort means staying the same. It means repeating the same routines, thinking the same thoughts, and living within the boundaries of what feels safe. While comfort may bring a temporary sense of security, it also leads to stagnation. The people who achieve greatness in life are those who learn to embrace discomfort, understanding that it is not a sign to turn back, but a sign that they are moving forward. Real change is never easy. It demands stepping into the unknown, taking risks, and doing things that feel challenging. Every time a person pushes beyond their comfort zone, they expand their limits. What once seemed impossible starts to feel achievable. The first time someone speaks in public, it feels terrifying. The first time they start a business, it feels overwhelming. The first time they try something new, they doubt themselves. But with each step, discomfort turns into confidence. Growth happens in those moments of struggle when a person keeps going despite the difficulty. People often resist change because it brings uncertainty. The human mind is wired to seek familiarity because it feels safe. But safety does not lead to progress. A person who never challenges themselves will never know what they are capable of. It is easy to stay where things are predictable, where failure is not a risk, and where nothing is ever difficult. But that kind of life does not lead to fulfillment. The greatest moments of personal transformation come from pushing beyond what feels comfortable and daring to enter unfamiliar territory. Discomfort is a teacher. It reveals weaknesses, exposes fears, and forces a person to face the truth about themselves. It shows where improvement is needed and where strength can be developed. When a person works out, their muscles experience discomfort, but that is exactly what makes them stronger. The same applies to life. Facing challenges, enduring setbacks, and persisting through struggles are what builds resilience. Without discomfort, there is no growth. The pain of discipline is far better than the pain of regret. One of the biggest reasons people avoid discomfort is fear. Fear of failure, fear of judgment, and fear of making mistakes. But mistakes are part of the process. No one succeeds without failing first. Every successful person has faced rejection, setbacks, and obstacles. The difference is that they did not let fear stop them. They understood that failure is not the opposite of success. It is part of the journey. Growth requires making mistakes, learning from them, and continuing to move forward. People also avoid discomfort because they want immediate results. They expect transformation to happen overnight. But real change is slow. It requires patience, persistence, and the willingness to keep going even when progress is not visible. A seed does not grow into a tree in a day. It takes time, care, and the right conditions. In the same way, personal growth happens gradually. Every time a person steps outside their comfort zone, they are planting seeds of transformation. The results may not be seen immediately, but over time they become undeniable. Discomfort also separates those who succeed from those who settle. The ones who achieve their dreams are the ones who are willing to endure temporary hardship for long-term gain. They wake up early, work hard, take risks, and do things that others avoid. They know that success does not come from wishing, but from doing. Those who choose comfort over challenge will always wonder what could have been, while those who embrace discomfort will experience the rewards of their efforts. The truth is, discomfort is not the enemy, it is the gateway to a better life. It is what turns fear into courage, weakness into strength, and dreams into reality. It is not easy, but it is always worth it. The people who achieve greatness are not the ones who had an easy path. They are the ones who embraced the struggle and allowed it to shape them. Transformation is not about waiting for the right moment. It is about stepping into discomfort and trusting that every challenge is an opportunity to become better. Consistency is the foundation of success. It is the quiet force that turns small actions into significant achievements over time. While many people chase quick results, the reality is that nothing truly great is built overnight. Success is the result of continuous effort, repeated actions, and an unwavering commitment to improvement. Every small step taken daily adds up, creating a powerful momentum that leads to long-term transformation. The people who achieve their goals are not necessarily the most talented or the luckiest. They are the ones who show up every single day, even when motivation fades and progress seems slow. One of the biggest mistakes people make is underestimating the power of small, consistent actions. They believe that if they do not see immediate results, their efforts are wasted. But growth happens beneath the surface, long before it becomes visible. A person who starts exercising may not see changes in their body in the first few weeks, but over time their endurance increases, their strength improves, and their health transforms. A writer who commits to writing just 1 page a day may not seem to be making much progress, but in a year they will have a book. These small efforts, done repeatedly, lead to massive results. The reason consistency is so powerful is that it compounds over time. Just like money in a bank grows with interest, habits and skills develop through regular practice. A person who reads for 10 minutes every day will gain far more knowledge over a year than someone who reads for hours but only once in a while. The key to mastery in any field is not occasional bursts of effort, but steady, disciplined practice. This is why successful athletes, musicians, entrepreneurs, and leaders dedicate themselves to their craft daily, even when they do not feel like it. Motivation is often unreliable. It comes and goes, making it difficult to sustain long-term progress. This is where consistency becomes crucial. Discipline is what keeps a person going when motivation fades. There will always be days when it feels easier to skip a workout, procrastinate on an important task, or give up on a goal. But those who push through, who show up even when it is hard, are the ones who succeed. They understand that progress is not about perfection, but about persistence. Missing one day does not ruin progress, but making a habit of inconsistency does. Many people quit too soon because they expect instant gratification. They want results immediately, and when they do not see them, they become discouraged. But success is like planting a tree. In the beginning, the seed is buried beneath the soil, and for a long time, there is no visible growth. But beneath the surface, roots are forming, growing stronger, and preparing to support the tree that will eventually emerge. The same principle applies to personal growth and success. The results may not always be immediately visible, but that does not mean progress is not happening. Another reason consistency is so powerful is that it builds confidence. When a person follows through on their commitments, they start to trust themselves. They prove that they can set a goal and take action toward it. This self-trust is essential for long-term success because it creates a mindset of resilience. Instead of doubting their ability to achieve something, they begin to believe that as long as they stay consistent, they will eventually reach their destination. Success is not about big leaps, but about small, repeated steps in the right direction. A person who consistently makes healthy choices, even if they are minor, will see better results than someone who follows an extreme diet for a short time and then gives up. A business owner who puts in effort every day, improving little by little, will eventually build something strong and lasting. The key is to focus on progress, not perfection. Many people fail to achieve their goals because they spend too much time waiting for the right moment. They tell themselves they will start when they have more time, more energy, or more resources. But the truth is, the perfect moment will never come. There will always be challenges, distractions, and reasons to postpone action. Those who succeed are the ones who start now, no matter how small their first steps may be. Consistency also creates habits, and habits shape identity. When a person consistently acts in a certain way, they begin to see themselves differently. A person who exercises daily starts to see themselves as someone who is fit and healthy. A person who writes every day starts to believe they are a writer. Identity shifts happen through repeated actions, and once a person identifies with a habit, it becomes easier to maintain. Another important aspect of consistency is patience. Success is a long-term game, and those who are willing to play it with patience and persistence are the ones who achieve greatness. It is easy to compare oneself to others who seem to be achieving faster, but every journey is different. The only thing that truly matters is staying committed to personal growth and continuous improvement. At the heart of every success story is a person who refused to give up. They faced obstacles, setbacks, and moments of doubt, but they kept going. They understood that the journey would not always be easy, but they trusted that their efforts would pay off. Consistency is the bridge between goals and achievements. It is what separates those who dream from those who accomplish. Those who believe in the power of consistency do not rely on luck or shortcuts. They rely on their own dedication, knowing that every small step taken today is building a future of greatness. Your past does not define your future. Too often, people become prisoners of their history, believing that the mistakes, setbacks, and challenges they have faced are the final chapters of their lives. They let their past shape their identity, using it as an excuse for why they cannot move forward or achieve their goals. But the truth is, you have the power to rewrite your story at any moment. No matter where you've been, no matter the obstacles you've encountered, you can decide today to take charge of your life and build the future you dream of. The beauty of life lies in its ability to allow change, growth, and transformation. Your past may have shaped who you are, but it does not have to control who you become. The choices you make today can be the beginning of a new narrative. You can take responsibility for your life and create the future you desire, regardless of the circumstances that have led you to this point. The power to shape your destiny is in your hands, and it begins with the decision to stop letting your past dictate your future. Too often, people carry the weight of past failures, regrets, and disappointments. They replay mistakes in their minds, feeling stuck in a loop of self-doubt and guilt. But every day is a new opportunity to start fresh. Every day you wake up, you have the chance to decide who you want to be and what you want to achieve. Your past may have been difficult, but it does not have to determine your future. You are not the mistakes you've made or the struggles you've faced. You are the person you choose to become moving forward. The first step in rewriting your story is to let go of limiting beliefs. So many people hold on to the idea that their past defines them, that they are trapped by the experiences they have lived through. But this belief is a lie. Your past is simply a collection of experiences, not a permanent identity. You are not bound by the mistakes you've made or the struggles you've endured. You are not defined by the things that have happened to you. You have the ability to transform yourself and your life through the power of choice. Taking charge of your life means understanding that your actions today will shape your tomorrow. If you want to change the direction of your life, you must begin by making different choices. This does not mean ignoring the lessons of the past or pretending that it hasn't had an impact on you. It simply means acknowledging that you have the power to move beyond it. The decisions you make today, no matter how small, will accumulate and eventually lead you to a completely different place than where you are right now. Whether it's improving your health, advancing your career, or nurturing your relationships, every step you take today is an investment in your future. It's important to remember that change is a process, not an event. Rewriting your story doesn't happen overnight. It requires commitment, patience, and the willingness to embrace discomfort. You may face challenges along the way, and there will be times when you feel like giving up, but growth and transformation are born out of persistence. The more you commit to your new story, the more you will begin to see results. Over time, your small daily actions will compound into powerful change, and you will look back and marvel at how far you've come. Another crucial aspect of rewriting your story is changing your mindset. The way you think about yourself and your life will directly impact your ability to create change. If you constantly tell yourself that you are not good enough, that you are stuck, or that success is out of reach, you are reinforcing the very limitations that hold you back. But when you choose to believe in your own potential, when you see yourself as capable of achieving your goals, you open the door to endless possibilities. The power of belief is incredible. When you believe in yourself, you take actions that align with that belief, and you begin to see opportunities where you once saw obstacles. It's also important to surround yourself with people who support your vision for the future. The people you spend time with can either lift you up or hold you down. If you are surrounded by negativity, self-doubt, and people who don't believe in your potential, it will be much harder to rewrite your story. But when you surround yourself with people who encourage you, who challenge you to grow, and who believe in your ability to change, you give yourself the support you need to succeed. Your environment plays a significant role in your ability to transform your life. So choose your circle wisely. One of the most powerful things you can do to rewrite your story is to take ownership of your choices. Stop blaming your circumstances or other people for where you are. The moment you take full responsibility for your life is the moment you take back your power. You are not a victim of your past, and you are not at the mercy of your circumstances. You have the ability to make different choices, to change the way you think, and to create the future you desire. When you stop making excuses and start taking responsibility, you free yourself from the limitations that once held you back. Rewriting your story is not about erasing your past or pretending that it didn't happen. It's about choosing to no longer let it define you. Your past has shaped you, yes, but it does not have to limit your future. You can take the lessons you've learned, the strength you've gained, and the wisdom you've earned and use them to build something new. You are not stuck in the past unless you choose to be. Every day is a new opportunity to take control of your life, to shape your story, and to create a future that reflects the person you are becoming. Your past may have been difficult, but it is not your future. The power to rewrite your story lies within you. The first step is to believe in your ability to change, and the second step is to take action toward the future you want. You don't have to be perfect, and you don't have to have it all figured out, but you do have to start. You have the power to decide who you want to become and to build the life you've always dreamed of. Starting today, the choice is yours. Thank you.